Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we know it's been a while, but we're back with another multiplayer online play video.
And it might seem like we're playing the same teams a lot, but actually in this particular setup with these three guys, Regime Green Lantern, Containment Suit Doomsday, and Elseworld Flash, this is our second video with it, but we play Elseworld Flash a lot, and we use Regime Green Lantern a lot. But instead of showing you how good these guys are by showing you how we can get through battles without much gear, we're going to gear them up sort of to make the most of how we play them and show you how good they are by really wrecking a lot of teams.
So this is the opposite of our how low can you go kind of play style which we normally go with. This is our how much like butter can we rip through these superheroes.
Yeah, and there are going to be teams where we have some difficulty because it is still a relatively low stat team. But here's the thing, to me, I love the Flash characters. And yeah, I mean that started with getting the bronze guys early. Bronze Flash was one of my first on the team, you know, when you get the first three guys.
Yeah.
And Elseworld Flash was the first gold Flash. And I know everybody gives love to Metahuman Flash and Reverse Flash because their stats are so good and their passives are great. And I think, from an objective point of view, I think they probably are better than Elseworld Flash, but damn, Elseworld Flash is so good.
He's old but gold.
Oh yeah, there you go. So, his passive, if you take advantage of it right, if you're not in the middle of a special or you don't start a special after doing his passive, triggering his passive where below a certain amount of damage he goes into bullet time, he's amazing. He can do a huge amount of damage.
Yeah.
And if you give him a speed boost, he can do six swipe combos before bullet time gets passed. Now here, we have an interesting problem because we want to be in the middle of a special 2 or special 1 when Cassandra Cain Batgirl comes out. So we want to save at least one special. Uh-oh. I think we're going to be trouble. You know what? She's going to do some damage, but it's not going to be awful.
Nice. Nice.
There we go.
Perfect.
So that's one of the strategies you want to use. So there's a couple guys who have a tag-in passive that can be very difficult. One of them is Luca Dorbane, and the other is Cassandra Cain Batgirl, where Luca Dorbane is probably more dangerous because of the way people have set him up because he's got his inherent chance of stun on tag-in, and with the Cloak of Dagger, which can boost his damage, and his own passive where he gets an extra, I think, 25% boost.
Oh, this is weird. The Arkham Knight is all of this team.
Yes. And he's got a lot of gear too. But that's probably why we're facing him like that. But yeah, so what you want to do, one of the strategies for taking care of that so you don't end up taking huge boosted damage from the stun and Cloak of Destiny and have it do splash damage to your entire team so your entire team is basically toast with 1 point of health when they come in, is to not get stunned. And either that means tagging out somebody at the same time, which is sometimes hard to time, or using somebody who's got a multi-hit special like Flash to finish off the last guy so you're not vulnerable. There we go. So you might notice too, I mean this is a different account obviously, but the previous time we had it, Regime Green Lantern was not only level 50, but he also had 7 promotions, so he's fully E7. And that's why we're facing guys that are slightly weaker. So we're getting fewer battle points for it. But, oh, actually I should probably show you then. Our gear, so this is important because the way we're playing Elseworld Flash, we are using as many special ones as possible to get the speed boost.
Yeah, so the AoE is really the main driving force of his damage.
And because it's a nice combination because the power gen plays to that, right? So this is the guy we're using a lot of special ones with, and that way.
And so does the damage boost to special 1.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we want him to have the basic damage and crit chance, so that when he's doing the basic damage during bullet time, we're getting the most out of it.
Yeah.
And the unblockable chance on this is great. Crit chance on special 1 plus the power gen means that he's perfect for doing lots of basic damage. Not only to build up the power, but when bullet time kicks in, but also that his special one, we're going to be able to use it a lot, so he's got the speed boost.
Yeah, so that plays well into his ability. That plays well into his speed and his stats.
Green Lantern is sort of a warm body. You could go one of two ways with this, and we picked him to have the best amount of blocking. But what would actually also work is if you just gave him all fourth world gear so that he could take 2 special 3s, no matter how weak he is compared to our opponents. Because he's sort of the weak link, but the power gen is really valuable. And this is taking advantage of Doomsday's unblockable chance on his own mutated bone spikes.
Which is great.
So we've enhanced that a little bit with the rifle. And just basically, if we need him against Raven or against Killing Joke Joker, he will be a good damage dealer, and every once in a while he can throw off a special one and heal a little bit.
Yeah, so that's the team layout.
I love this. I mean, it feels like it's taken us a long time to play to find the right teammates.
Yeah, I feel like one of the reasons why we like Elseworld Flash so much is not just because we like the Flash a lot. It's because it was something that we're really excited for when we heard that iOS got it, right? So there was kind of a decent amount of time where we were anticipating getting Elseworld Flash, but we couldn't get him, right? And
then because they had the challenge before, and
yeah, and then even when he came out, we could only get him in the challenge pack, so he kind of felt like a special or rare kind of commodity, right? So when we finally did get him, and he didn't disappoint, right? He kind of lived up to our expectations. It just made us really appreciate him all the more, probably.
Yeah, it was funny. All right, so there used to be a lot of griping about how he wasn't really a most wanted player when he's not anymore in the most wanted pack. And I thought he was actually a pretty good fit. I mean, there's lots of reasons, despite his low stats, why he's really good, and you can see that here because he's basically plowing through everybody in about 30 seconds. And it'd be a little bit faster if we didn't have to take out Green Lantern. But
and if we even took out Containment Suit Doomsday, we'd be able to plow through people a little faster with the Flash. The fact that he's a team on his own, set up with a couple of other people who aren't actually that far from his own stats, is even better.
Yeah, I love, I guess, what Picklesuit Doomsday fixes is the two things that we might have trouble with the Flash. Because if you're too good with the Flash, then he has trouble against Raven. Because the health swap means Raven has a huge amount of health. Just because if it was actually harder to use and took more damage with Raven wouldn't be as much of a problem for him.
Yeah, you could wait, but that always feels a little bit just bad. If your strategy is ever to play poorly, it means you're likely to run into issues. Oh, that was perfect.
It was.
Superman up first with the health sponge, right? That was great.
Yeah. It's actually, I mean,
even with all the basic damage that needed to build up to use those specials, the special splash damage still was enough to take him down to nothing.
Ultimate battles are actually supposed to get harder as you go, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right, so this is interesting. This is what we need to watch out for. So the good thing is Killing Joke Joker is not in first slot. So we don't actually have to drop in Containment Suit Doomsday right away. Power Gen's going to be prone because of Killer Frost. Killing Joke Joker, I need either Raging Green Lantern to knock him out or Containment Suit Doomsday. So that's going to be the strategy for this fight. And the hardest part is when you play against somebody with damage over time, that sometimes I lose track of how much health Elseworld Flash has, and I start a special when I shouldn't, because what I don't want it to do is have his passive trigger during a special, and then I lose all the benefit of bullet time.
So maybe I can keep an eye out for you and make that a little easier. Or maybe you can just not get hit.
Yeah, that would be even better. Oh, he's gonna block. I didn't do that quite right.
That's still not. Oh, uh-oh. Nice. That was really. Oh, and even this is almost great, right?
I know.
Even though they're doing well as far as this goes, right?
Yeah, this is the perfect illustration of why Doomsday is so important for this.
Not even. Oh. Evolutionary Rebirth. He was, but still doing pretty well. Come on, special 3. Oh, perfect. One more, right?
I know.
That's a big waste.
Yeah, so I was hoping we'd get, at some point, the chance to demonstrate why he's so good for facing Killing Joke Joker.
And twice in a row is great, too. That was a beautiful, like, demonstration. I think that's one of the best that you could hope for, right?
Yeah.
So he's really great against Killing Joke Joker specifically, and as a tank in general.
Yes.
But specifically suited to Killing Joke Joker.
That was beautiful, though, right?
That was great demonstration. He's probably better than any other character against Killing Joke Joker.
Right, because if the opponent has set up Killing Joke Joker properly, he's not going to be actually that weak. If you do it right, and you can make him more difficult. Oh, there's Raven. All right, perfect.
By making him really strong so that if you leave him alive, you're
doing
screwed.
a huge amount of damage.
Yeah. If you leave him alive, he eats through your team, and if you kill him, his friends eat through your team.
Basically, yeah.
Unless you got somebody like Doomsday, or you get him down real low and force him to tag out or something like that.
I mean, if you use Fourth World gear on Regime Green Lantern, he could have worked that way too, right? He would have taken the 2 specials. The problem will be if they take a few swings at you before they trigger their supers, right?
Yeah, the main issue with anybody else, and I guess a Silver, especially an unelite Silver specifically, is how much harder it is to take just that much damage, right? They're better at taking kind of indeterminate amounts of damage, little bits here and there, but taking, like, really, like, up to hundreds of thousands of damage, right? Is almost impossible for anybody except somebody who revives, right? Except Doomsday.
And the beauty of Doomsday is he's got a huge special 1 too, so sometimes you don't even need to trigger his passive to do that.
Yeah.
Which we just saw there with Raven.
The huge damage 1 hits are always great. I guess probably the biggest problem with Doomsday is managing your special bar for Evolutionary Rebirth, right?
Oh, yeah, so you don't want to, because he only adds a bar and a half, he doesn't actually, or sorry, he only gets a bar and a half, he doesn't add a bar and a half, then you're sort of wasted. If you've got a bar of power just sitting there when you get knocked out, you've sort of wasted, you might as well just use it, right?
Yeah, so...
Like butter, baby!
There we go. So that was a demonstration of same old team with brand new gear and showing just how effective they are. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Komoda.
Hey guys, this is CWhat, and I'm currently running a video game giveaway over on my channel. You can find out about the giveaway here, or you can check out my channel here. Have fun!